Yo, what is going on, guys? Aspect Gaming back once again in GTNH, now episode 10. And today I messed up a little bit. I did a whole bunch of progress, but my mic was muted while I was recording, so I'm just gonna give a little explanation of what I did. It wasn't that much, but some of it was a little bit interesting to go through. So yeah, basically, simultaneously while I'm doing things, I want my blast furnace running all the time. I already have about a little bit over a stack of aluminum. We will get to be using that very shortly. So new machines right here. I just kind of threw this together in the corner because I felt like it. So what we got here is a solar grade silicon loop. And there's actually two different recipes to make solar grade silicon. Let's make a little bit just to proof of concept show you. So the route that we're going needs hydrochloric acid and empty cells in here. And then I think, yeah, I have the bookmark still. So this makes trichlorosilane, and as a byproduct, hydrogen cells. So the hydrogen cells come out the hopper in the bottom in the second chemical reactor. The fluid is auto output through the bronze pipe here, and they meet. And then this reaction that goes on is hydrogen cells plus trichlorosilane on circuit 1, and you get solar grade silicon and all of your HCl back. So the HCl gets auto output back to the first one. The items get filtered by the barrels with locks on them. So silicon output there, cells come back over here, hopper again. So I tried to make it efficient in terms of space. I don't know if I accomplished that very well, but I think it looks pretty good. This is nice. So we have a little bit of a loop for solar grade silicon now. And this is going to be useful very soon for reasons that become apparent as we get through the episode. But yeah, we should keep doing some more of this silicon. And I can't run... So my main issue right now is power. So as you can see, I'm using a ton of steam to supply this stuff right now. And these basic steam turbines are eating up a ton of steam each. So let's take a look at how much. 1552. And if you use a advanced gas turbine, or not advanced gas turbine, if you use a advanced steam turbine, it goes up to 7,000 steam per second. So my pipes can only do 12,000. I'm producing almost exactly 12,000 as well. So to get any more MV amps, it's going to be a problem on Steam, and that's the main issue with Steam is the volume of it you need to put these turbines is a little bit. It's a lot. It's a lot. So we'd like to move away from that. And the most logical way to do that currently in the early game is oil. And there's a couple ways to go about doing this, but the way that I want to go about it is the best way, and that is the quest. Let me go to it. This guy, to make the oil drilling rig. So this is a little bit involved of a craft. The only thing that's really difficult in any way right now is the rig itself. So it's 4 MV circuits. We'll improve the recipe for that soon. Cobalt gear is doable. All this stuff is doable. It's just a whole bunch of aluminum. Doable. Easy. And then soldering, that's nothing. And then it all goes in an MV assembler, which is also fine. It's whatever. So we're a little bit far away from that right now, but I think we can make it there just off of our current steam supplies. And to do so, we had to make this. But I also made another machine. So this one has problems with it right now. But this is the steam purifier. So I have this washing my dusts right now. And this is bottlenecked heavily by my conveyor module, LV. Because this does 1 stack every 20 seconds. I have this in simple washer mode right now. And it goes so fast. It does like... The biggest bottleneck is by far the hoppers and the conveyor modules. So we'll see it activate. Actually, I don't want to use this too much right now because I'm worried about my water supply. So we're going to just do a little bit of it. But as you can see, this gets clogged up here. This only checks once every 20 seconds and it does 1 stack, which is basically nothing. So that's that. And I also wall shared these. I believe I said I was going to do that. So we fixed that. Always take care when you're doing this. I know my reason. The reason I messed it up is because I had a block in the center here. So make sure you don't do that. And yeah, it's kind of all that we did. So we're caught up now. So what is next? We're going to start going through the MV quests. And then... Oh, you know, I got to finish these quests. Hold on. That's a little bit annoying. I could complete those, though. I just need to stop my machines over there. Yeah, we're going to go down this route over here to the monocrystalline silicon bowls, make our way to the laser engraver, and then from there, the cutting machine, and then from there to better tier circuits. So the integrated circuit's going to be way more efficient to make, easier to make, more efficient, better. So that's where we're going. Also, I want to pick up extruders. So there's a lot of things going around right now, so we need to determine what to do. These MV loot bags actually have a lot of stuff that I want in them. I think we're going to start opening the bags. If I get a beelizer, that'd be great. Any of these seeds I'd appreciate. This stuff's fine. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's nice in here, so. And we got none of it. Vanadium steel is kind of nice. I don't know if I can use this right now, but the vanadium steel is like one of the better materials for tools you could have in the game for a very long time. So we'll make good use of that. This other stuff might be useful at some point, but disappointing 5 loot bags. Unfortunate. I think we're going to work simultaneously on the 2 opposite sides of the MV tier. So down here is monocrystalline silicon bowls, and these are pretty straightforward to make. We just need to keep cooking up the solar grade silicon. But the problem with these is that this is going to occupy my blast furnace for 450 seconds. That's crazy. So we need to make sure we don't power fail, which I don't think it's possible to anymore. The only thing that I could see is these pipes. Someone mentioned, you know, that I might need a steam valve. I don't think that's correct, though. Because these aren't draining as the blast furnace has been running. What do they call it? 1,000 liters per tick. That's 20,000 liters per second. I can only hold 12,000, so we're good for now. So that can't possibly power fail. Oh, the other thing I did, I put redstone alloy cables here. These are the LV zero loss cables, so this is really nice for the blast furnace. So these batteries aren't draining either. There's no way this could fail. It's impossible. So we're gonna set this to go. And then that's going to occupy my blast furnace for like forever, but it'll be worth it in the end. I'll make 2 of them just to make sure we have enough. And then from here, you got to cut these. So we'll need a cutting machine. Looks like we could get away with an LV one for now. We'll probably do that to save on circuits and aluminum. Yeah, that makes sense to me. All right, so we're going to have to break out a new work table. I guess let's start to move into this 4th one. This one's kind of just going to be like the random MV stuff. This will be the actual MV things. Because we're going to start making the MV components. Let's put that there. And then let's make sure we're searching both inventories. It's still good to organize the things into here, just so you don't have to carry all the stuff with you. And that's quest complete. 4 motors. Garbage. So yeah, more components required. The assembler would be good to have. Let's go for the extruder first. Oh my goodness gracious. Retrieval task. Every goddamn extruder shape in the book. Okay, let's go for this guy first. This is going to help us out a lot. It's going to, of course, take up our MV power, but it'll be worthwhile, I think. So let me take a look at what this needs. We should have the circuits for that. And we just need to learn how to make the pistons. Oh, I gotta make the small gears. Okay. Not the biggest problem, but a little bit of an annoyance. A little bit annoying to make things like the small gears currently. Because right now this costs us 3 whole aluminum, when in reality it should cost 1. But we're pretty close to being able to get to these better recipes, so we're just gonna bite the bullet. Okay, that quest is done. Ooh, 2 free motors. Great quest reward. Love that. And now let's make this guy. So this is actually pretty easy. We have everything that we need for this already. I guess other than the machine casing. Yeah, we'll just craft that up. No problem. And that'll do it. Extruder is done. This is a big milestone. Okay, now I gotta spend like an hour getting every single extruder pattern, which is gonna be super fun. We're just gonna throw this MV. Yes, okay. I don't want to accidentally blow shit up, but that's impossible because our highest tier is MV right now. Okay, so 2 things. Number 1, I don't think I showed this on camera yet because I think I did it in the messed up recording. Where is it? No, it's not there. It's in here. So there's a new thing that I never noticed this before, but you can see here. We have an item holder inside of the machine. Click on it. It's a little chest inside the machine. That's crazy, isn't it? That's incredible. So you could store all your patterns in here for your machines. And you just have them in super easy access right here. Isn't that not magnificent? So yeah, for the extruder, we're just going to have a bunch of boxes, a bunch of holders. And I think there's actually upgraded ones that I can make. Maybe I can make the second tier. Love to see that. But yeah, let's take a look at this. Copper chest, aluminum plate. Yeah, we can do that. And this is going to hold a whole bunch of items. How many? Let's take a look. It was in the LV tab, I believe. Yeah, over here. 12 slots. Okay, so it's a little bit more expensive for 12 slots. That's not a problem. We can make it. We can make the more expensive one. But yeah, that is an awesome feature. I love this. Whoever made that one, you cooked. Thank you. All right, this is completely unrelated to what I'm doing right now. Circuit 1. But yeah, in your quest book, there is a quest in the coins tab where you can get free diodes. They're only 5 Technician 10 coins. This has to be done on cooldown because the diodes are just so valuable right now. The gallium is pretty hard to get. I mean, it's not difficult, but it's just like inefficient to get and prohibitive to get. So we're doing that on cooldown, and we're making more diodes at the same time, and we're trying to get somewhere with these. Hopefully this will be the last batch of MV circuits I gotta make like this. 20. That gives me 10 circuits. Maybe that's enough. I had a count of them at one point, but I forgot. Because I forgot the emitters take these circuits too, and it's been painful. It's been painful, guys. But we are almost through the thick of it. And I'll continue making circuits right now, because that is my main goal. Alright, another small win here. All the extruder shapes are done and organized in here. And this feels really good to have them all together like this in the machine. I still have a chest up here for the auto output, and we have some of the more uncommon shapes in here. These aren't really going to be used that often, at least not for now. I don't really have a purpose for those. So we're going to leave them there, but these are the ones that are all super useful. Alright, we got everything done with the cutting machine except for the Cobalt Brass gear, which I can do in just a second. I'm out of wait for my blast furnace to finish, but Cobalt Brass is easy to make. We made brass earlier from the zinc that we got. I believe this came from the sphalerite, which we got the gallium from, so you get that anyways. We have plentiful aluminum dust now, and cobalt dust we were just able to make with the electrolyzer, so pretty easy stuff to do. So let me go into here and let's make a gear. You're going to need quite a few of these saw blades throughout your time. I don't think it's I mean, maybe you can make them all right now, but like, I don't know. We're just going to do one. One for now. And it went into the chest above. Yeah, pretty easy stuff. We'll grab a diamond dust and we'll finish up these crafts. Alright, I'm going to recap what I just did because I was very confused while doing it. And instead of being 10 minutes long of me being confused, let's just concisely go over the route that I took to get what I got. So I finished my crafts of my machines that I wanted, which were the cutting machine and the laser engraver. But then I was like, wait a minute. How do I get the lenses? I completely forget. So the main way to do it, it seems, is the exquisite gems in here. But I don't want to do that. These are annoying to get. I have to make a sifter to get that. Or you just gotta get super lucky with the small ores, which I did not. So I was like, I remember I did this a different way last time. And there is an alternative way, which is the ruby plates. Or just the plates in general. And for the gems, these are easy to make. You just need to make a block out of the gem and then cut it into the plate. And it's super easy to make. But the problem is to cut the plate, you need an MV lathe. So I'm like, all right, I'll craft the MV lathe. That's no problem. But it is a problem. You need a flawless diamond. And I'm like, okay, it's the same issue. You need to go get either lucky or a sifter. That's not true. I remember there's a quest. So this quest here lets you make a diamond hammer, and it gives you a flawless diamond. I think this is in the LV tab. I couldn't find it. There's too many little quests. But I did this here, and I got the flawless diamond, made my lathe, and then finally made my lenses. So that was the route that I took, and now I have all these things. We're going to cut them, and we're good. We are in a good spot now. So I'm working on making some more cheaper circuits, because the recipes are getting pretty, or not pretty efficient, but more efficient than they used to be. So we're making quite a bit of circuits right now in this next batch. Actually, no, we're not. We're only making a couple because we still need diodes for them, which is unfortunate, but it's more efficient. So it's more efficient than everything else, which solves some problems, creates other problems. The diodes just are a huge issue. We have a slightly better recipe now, I guess. We have the wafers. I don't know. It's still bad though. The real solution is making SMD diodes soon, with like this recipe probably. I don't know. There's no easy way to get them. It's really, the diodes are not good. I think what we really have to do is get to the micro, what are they called? Microprocessors? See, these are the LV ones. These are super cheap. Yeah, all this whole tier. Let me go to the circuit line. So the integrated processor, hold on, I'm confused for a second. Where is the microcircuit on here? Yeah, wait, where are they? They're not here. Because they're kind of a special circuit, but they should be, they're the HV version of the LV circuit. I'm confused about that. No, they're special down here. Look, they like put them off the side. But anyways, these don't require diodes. Yeah, so this is what we have to get to, like, actually. And this is MV circuit assembler things, plus clean room. Okay. That's quite a bit off. That's quite a ways off, actually. All right, well, the good news is we don't need a lot more MV machines. We're mostly using LV machines. The only MV thing left that I'm going to be wanting for quite a little while, I believe, is oil drilling rig. And this guy takes 4 MV circuits. We can do that right now. We can make those. So we're going to go ahead and do that. The cobalt gear I could also make right now. So while I'm thinking about that, let's go and set those to go. I already pre-smelted some cobalt. Probably not a good idea to hold the ingots like this in real life, but we're doing it. All right, we'll do it after those cut. Yeah, it's 4 big gears, so we'll leave those there, and we'll get to that after. The MV power is a really big issue. I think that one thing that I might do is put a transformer over here. Then I can use both lines of the machines. I'll slowly lose steam, but I'll be able to use more than one MV thing at a time. That could be a decent solution, but it also takes away my capacity to use these machines. I don't know, we just need to get this fuel going. We need to get light fuel or something. We need to get something going that is not steam, because it's not working. We're slowing down because of it. And that's not what I like. That's not what I want to do right now. In terms of progression, my goal right now is to get to like early HV, stabilize an HV, get some quality of life stuff. Like maybe I'll go for like a builder's wand or something and start building cool things, because I don't want to just live in this like little hole any longer, or not much longer. I'll say that will be 10 more episodes in here probably. But you know what I'm getting at. We're trying to work our way out of this area is what we're working towards. But to get there, there's quite a bit more to do. And I don't mind sitting in the hole anyways. It's fine. I just want to start building cool stuff. Okay, we're just about ready to start making some cheap circuits. I need my cells. Okay. So we're not going to do like a bajillion of them. But we're going to get 4 for now, and then we're going to be happy with that, because the diode cost is too much. I need to just go get a lot of sphalerite, I think. It's kind of where I'm landing with it. Yeah, this feels much better, though. It's just different resources, I guess. It's not necessarily cheaper for me right now. Like, this is basically... It's kind of free. I don't know. This wasn't as good as I thought it would be. I thought this would feel really good, but it is only okay. A little bit disappointed, actually. So just taking a read around on my options. I'm actually interested in doing both benzene and some oil work. So benzene, the benefit of this is that it's renewable, and I like that a lot right now. I value that a lot. Because moving, see, I'm not going to need to do it for a little bit of time, but moving around your oil drilling rig really feels bad. So I'm thinking that the main things I want to do is use benzene for like my main backline power, and use oil to support it perhaps. Like I'll use diesel for like additional blast furnaces or something, and I will use my benzene as like the backbone. And like most time the benzene will be enough to handle everything, but in times that it isn't, I'll have the diesel there. And it's also very nice to have there's other purposes for having oil. Like you can make ethylene from severely steam cracked naphtha. So let's take a look at that real quick, just to sort of keep you on the same page of what I'm thinking right now. So you distill this, you get 500 ethylene. It's a ton. And you know, another thing that I wasn't really aware of. Let's take a look at this. I thought it was more than that. But yeah, I was hearing that the meta for the most part with oil was actually not even to super duper refine it. It was basically just go with naphtha and just end it there. Just use that as your fuel because it's already like decently energy dense. You get a ton of it, and then you just use your gas turbines anyways for it. Which I think it got nerfed in this version, but it still seems kind of like an alright option because you save yourself a lot of pain by having to not process it. And I don't know, it's an interesting option. But again, like it's not renewable. That's the annoying part to me is that you have to go move your oil drilling rig all the time. You have to do more sampling because it's an easy process, but it's not at the same time. So I bookmarked the stuff that I need. You need to make an advanced seismic prospector, which I mean this isn't the worst thing. It's 2 circuits. Actually, it's 4 circuits because you need to make these guys. And then the powder barrels. So it takes 2 powder barrels to run this thing. And these are just a little bit of gunpowder, sticks, and wood planks. But we have all these. I'm low on gunpowder, but you can actually craft more with charcoal dust. So charcoal, sulfur. We have plenty of sulfur and saltpeter. The saltpeter I don't think I have on hand, but I know I have veins of it somewhere. And maybe not. I don't think I found this. But we need an electrotine vein anyways for other purposes. So I can go find one of those. And we can work down that path. Yeah, that's what I think we'll be working towards. That's a rather large project because it's 2 different things. And then also on the same note as the benzene. So I've mentioned multiple times I'm interested in doing crop crossbreeding this time. How am I gonna get to the scanner? So this needs HV circuits, which I mean I could do. Yeah, we gotta get our hand on a flawless emerald though to do all that, which I'm not sure how I'm gonna be doing that. Yeah, that makes things difficult. So the next barrier is flawless emerald, I guess. Yeah, how am I gonna do that? Doesn't the laser engraver have a recipe? HV, that's so sad. That's so sad. Obviously don't have an implosion compressor. And then where is emerald ore? Okay, so it actually does exist. I've seen beryllium veins before in the nether. I mean, maybe that's the angle. I have to just go find a beryllium vein and sift it. That's a significant roadblock, actually. And then I can make a prospecting tool. Not sure why I would want that right now, but okay. So what's my line then? I think I forgot to explain it, but the reason that I want this portable scanner is for the purposes of scanning my crops to see what they are, number 1, and what their stats are, number 2. So that's kind of the reason I want to get this scanner going. So yeah, this emerald is going to be a really important roadblock to me doing crops, I guess. But you know what? I don't need the portable scanner because you could actually make a scanner machine. Maybe I'll do this instead. Make an LV scanner. I've done this before. And you kind of have an idea of like when you're getting a good crop and then you throw them all in here with a hopper and you just keep on crossbreeding. That's an option too. I don't know. That's an interesting one. This is 4 MV circuits though. It's kind of a lot. Like I might as well just make 2 HV circuits and get the portable one because it's way better and it's super nice. I think the only problem is, can I charge this? I might need an HV machine to charge that. I'm not sure. Maybe we make the LV scanner. Other question is, why do I want benzene right now specifically? I can get away with not having benzene for a little bit longer. Like, I could survive on, like, light fuel or something for a little bit. Is that cope or is that the play? I'm not sure. I don't know. There's a lot of options. The MV's presenting some more interesting dilemmas than I remembered it doing in my last playthrough. I guess I kind of forgot a lot of what happened in MV. And like, I think a newer edition MV, or maybe I'm like just not remembering. But down here, you need to, they're actually forcing you to make a chemical bath in MV now because you want to be able to cool your Canthal ingots. And the Canthal needs to be cooled because it's making hot ingots out of the blast furnace. And typically you'd cool this with a vacuum freezer, but there's a more obscure recipe now where you use ice-2 coolant to cool this. I feel like that was new. Maybe it's not even that new. It's like a year or two old, but that's kind of an interesting like route. Even though it's like a weird one-off situation. I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not. It's kind of cool. Same goes for solar grade, I guess. Solar grade ingots, which are necessary for the transistor for the HV circuit. So yeah, you gotta go through that line. Interesting dilemmas. I guess I'm gonna start approaching how to solve these problems right now. I'm gonna start getting a to-do list, which is probably gonna be quite a long list actually. All right, so I realized I talked for a little bit of time there about my theory, what I'm gonna do, not necessarily doing it. And we're at the point where it's late for me now, and I don't have time to keep going. But we're also deep. We're also pretty deep in the episode that I'm not gonna have time to do all that. So I'm gonna try and decide exactly what route I'm gonna do. There's a lot of things going on at once that honestly I forgot that MV even poses kind of challenges, which I guess I kind of blanked it out from my last playthrough. I actually think that MV was a bit more interesting to me than LV was this time. I don't usually. My impression of LV is that it's really fun, but I just kind of feel like I didn't even do anything. I guess you just make machines. LV is about like figuring out all the machines. And because I had them all memorized already, it doesn't really feel that special anymore. Maybe that's what the reasoning is. I'm not sure. But I'm liking MV a lot more this time. The only thing that's annoying is this power problem, because the steam is so unsuitable for what I'm doing right now. Like, I might be able to squeeze 2 amps out if I used all my pipes, but I don't know, it's difficult. Or if I just made a larger pipe, actually. But then I would drain my tank, and I have to, like, watch the tank. It's annoying. And then the only other option is, like, large boiler, or make a shit ton more solars, and that's kind of annoying. I don't want to do that. It's kind of lame. But yeah, I'm leaning towards going for the oil drilling rig, getting light fuel. I don't really have oil spouts near me either. I mean, I guess I could just teleport back and forth. That feels a little cheesy. Like, I'd rather use, like, a long-distance pipe on an actual oil spout by me. Or, like, an oil bedrock spout. I guess this is the closest one, but that's still so far. It's like 1,000. Let's get 1,000 blocks, probably. Maybe less than 1,000. No, it's like 300 there. 350. It's like a 500 block run. And I could use the long-distance pipes. I did this before. It feels cheesy to me to just like teleport back and forth and grab your oil. So I did enjoy the long distance pipes from my last run. I might use them again. There's so many decisions to make right now. But I will think about it another day because it is late for me. And we're getting up there in the episode. It's not a super long one, but we're up there. So that's enough for one day, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. And I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you next time.